Good evening and welcome back, MLE. Tonight's playoff match is brought to you by APM Music. We're hopping into the Academy League, Sharks versus Flames. We're looking at the Sharks at the 2 seed and the Flames at the 7 seed. We had a little bit of a delay going into this match. We had a player's internet go down, and now we're looking at the Flames starting with a game lead on the Sharks. We had to get into an NCP. So the Sharks are going to have a lot of work to do here. With tonight, Bear. How you doing, Bear?
I'm doing good. How you doing, Flumsky?
Great, man. Ready to get this started.
Yeah, it is bound to be a good few matches. We do have a minimum of 2 matches being played because of the best of 3 and the NCP, Game 1 NCP going to Flames. That being said, I mean, that doesn't mean we're not about to have a really good time, Flumsky. This matchup is bound to be a great one.
Absolutely. What's interesting about this match, like I said, it's Sharks Flames. We're looking at a Tropic Division matchup in the playoffs. So for both these teams and the rest of the league, this is going to be extremely interesting. These teams already saw each other twice during the regular season, and now they get to see each other for a 3rd time in the playoffs.
Yeah, so like you said, they've already played against each other twice now. So this would be their 3rd, because I don't have the matches, but it would have been games 1 through 3, and then 8, 9, or 10, which they played. And now, yeah, like you said, now we're playing again here in play-ins for the playoffs.
Absolutely, and we're getting this game underway. We got Crazy and the Big C on the face-off here. Last week I saw the Sharks play on stream, and they're a very aggressive team. They love bumps. They love getting down in the back end. So I'm looking to see that again. As Crazy just lobs one towards the front of the net and just gets by Peak Legend, the Big C on the back line. A great shot to just get it out in front.
Yeah, exactly right. He kind of just put it up there and was like, well, it never hurts throwing a few balls on net. One of them's going to go in. It just happened that the very first one is the one that went in.
Absolutely. Sometimes, I say it a lot, is the best move. Sometimes the best move you can make is just throw the ball out, put some pressure on the team, make them make a save, make them make a move, and see what happens. Peak there is just going to drive the ball down the field, and Crazy's just going to opt to send it the other way and say, no, thank you.
Yeah, here we're going to see DV. He's just kind of trying to take the 50 here, trying to get it in front of his net for Crazy, his teammate, to come over and make another shot. DV here was going to have to turn, but he gets it close to on net. Big C's going to knock it way over to the corner, though.
Absolutely. It seems so far these teams are testing each other out. The Sharks look like they're playing a little bit reserved. Like we mentioned in the pre-match, we have a Game 1 NCP for the Sharks, so they got a lot of ground to make up, and they need to start working on it now because the Flames got that early 1-0 lead on them. So they're 1-0 in the game, and they're 1-0 in the series already. So Sharks, a lot of ground to make up, but they're doing a good job of it so far as they're getting the saves, getting the ball cleared out, and moving it downfield and putting some pressure on the Flames.
Yeah, and that save right there, I just want to mention, sometimes those are the hardest ones to make as the Big C scores. I'll talk about the save later. Go ahead, Flumsky. Tell us about the shot.
You're talking about the hardest saves to make are the big ones you're by yourself, but how about the hardest shot to make is an open net. No one's around. Great turn there by the Big C, and better shot to just get it center of the net and in the net, more importantly.
Exactly that. I was going to mention, yeah, the Big C, the save he got was, it was slowly coming at the net, but sometimes those are hard because it's hard to know where the ball's going to end up. And then right after he makes an amazing save, he gets an open net, which just like our weekly show here on MLE, open nets are one of the hardest things to make.
Absolutely. Flame's starting to get a little bit of pressure going here. DV's going to take one at the net. Just outside, but he makes both players jump, and the Big C with another great save. The Flames with some unreal pressure right now, and the Sharks are going to get it away. A little bit of miscommunication here, but they pick it back up and let the Big C take over.
Yeah, Big C making a large difference here for this Sharks team. He's got 2 saves on him already and the goal, so it's not like he's sitting around doing nothing.
Oh my!
I'm just going to ignore that. Go ahead, Flumsky.
What a great pass here by DV and a better finish by Crazy. Great positioning by him, and he hits the ball at the most opportune time, right when it crosses back over that, or right under that crossbar. I mean, the timing there is impeccable by Crazy.
Yeah, no joke. Great pass and assist there. Crazy again, like you mentioned. Just that was an awesome shot, going up right at the right time. Big C. I thought he was going to clear it there, get a big good clear, but Peak Legend is actually going to be the one to take it.
Flames really liking these plays out of the corner, but DV's going to have another chance at an open net with Peak just absolutely shutting it down. And they're really, really loving these plays coming out of the corner. DV's doing a lot to get the ball out to middle. Crazy's going to have a shot at the open net. And there he is again, the guy you're talking about, the Big C. I'm going to start calling him the Big Save here in a minute.
Yeah, actually, I think we already can. I think he has a savior now. 3 saves. Big C for a big catcher of the ball anytime it goes to the net, and then he sends it across, or gets a demo on Crazy like that. Peak Legend, though, definitely not leaving his teammate alone. He's gotten a save and the assist in this game so far, but they are going to have to score one more if they want to tie up the series. They got to.
They're going to have to get something going here. Peak's going to need to start breaking out on offense, get a follow-up touch. There's a great clear downfield. Nobody's in net. Is it just going to go? Just a bit outside, and DV's going to make sure it gets sent to the corner here. Big C up, a little bit of misdirection to the corner. Chip up and over. Crazy with a great save. He's up fast enough to get it, and DV's going to clear it out. The Flames here going back to their bread and butter, back to the corner, trying to get it midfield.
Yeah, that's worked for them twice now. I believe only one of them has been an assist so far, but I mean it works. You get it to the corner, and then it's almost like a perfect passing play. I thought Peak was going to show us a play right there, but not quite able to connect with the ball.
Yeah, it looked like he was playing dunk there, and he just misread it, and unfortunately the ball goes back down the other way. Peak's going to get a great touch off the wall here. Coming off the ceiling, Big C's going to follow up for him off the miss. And Crazy's going to say, back out of here. 25 on the clock. Can the Sharks get it done, Bear? What do you think?
I think they can. They've got to get the ball to go the other way, though. We'll see if Pete can get a good clear here. Gets a good little touch. Almost a follow-up touch, but Crazy immediately there to decline it.
5 seconds. Great save by DV, and the Sharks going to have a follow-up touch, but they just get tangled up together. Can't get the shot with enough pressure on net. And again, the Flames, while this is the first game that we've seen on stream, they are in fact up 2-0 in this series. Sharks going to have to do a reverse sweep here, and they got a lot of work set out for them. 5 saves coming out for the Sharks. So the defense isn't the problem.
Yeah, I definitely agree. We've got to see more shots from the Sharks team here. Not quite having what we need. That being said, we did just get some information. Sharks are going to bring in a sub for this next game. Big C is staying, it looks like, but I'm not quite sure who the sub is. Flumsky, do you have any other information?
So last time I casted a Sharks match, it was the Big C and it was AJ Binky. So I'm looking, my best guess is it's going to be AJ Binky. Other than that, I don't have any idea of who it could be, but they got to bring in somebody that's going to get the ball on net. And it is. It just joined the lobby. It's going to be the Big C, and it's going to be AJ Binky. I'm pretty sure that this is their cookie cutter lineup. This is the lineup they like to go to. So let's see if they can turn it around here in again, game 3 of this series.
Yeah, I saw somebody's message in the chat said Binky needs to come, and they are getting what they asked for. That being said, it is now match point for the Sharks. Flames, Sharks have to win here to keep the match going, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Flames currently up 2-0 in the best of 5, first to 3, however you want to say it, matchup.
Great save by the Big C here. I'm sorry, the Big Save as we started calling him. He's starting his game off in the same position, and again another clear out for him. Some information on AJ Binky is this guy loves his demos. He will get in your head, he'll get you off the field, and he opens up the room for the Big C to make the clear off a defense and follow it up himself as he gets some physical play going here early.
Yeah, absolutely. He already has been getting a little physical. We've seen a few bumps from him already. However, now he's stuck to the goal line as he gets a save, but Big C's going to carry it out. Crazy is going to have to save, or I guess stop the offensive rotation there. AJ Binky just going for the 50. A little bit of confusion there in the corner as the ball sat idle.
Who's this 50 going to go? Though, it is Big C with a great 50 coming out of his own net, enough to get it up and over the Flames player, right off of his head. Big dunk, and it goes the other way and into the net. That's the start the Sharks are going to need to start getting this thing going the other way.
Listen, I think I've mentioned it before on mainstream. You know, what do you want? Jam on it? Because, you know, a shot can only be so good, and jam is supposed to make it better. So I don't know if the reference gets across quite the way I use it normally, but what do you want? Jam on it?
Absolutely. I like to sit here and for a second here and talk about the Flames' positioning in these first two games that we've seen. Crazy loves to hover around the midfield here, and he's very good at being an extremely patient player. He loves to wait for the DV to get him the ball. He loves to wait for the Sharks to bring him a ball for a 50. He's just a very, very patient player, and it's showing.
Yeah, I agree with you. He does seem like a 50 adamant player. He's not always about challenging. He'd rather sit there and wait for them to come to him and take the 50 and hope it goes his way. And last match, it definitely did. This match, the Sharks are in the lead, but we don't know what we're going to see out of Crazy as he just gets a save.
There's a big 50 out of the Big C, and Binky's going to get a touch towards the net. Sharks getting a little bit aggressive here, and maybe they're smelling blood in the water. See what Crazy can do here. He's getting the ball corner, gets it midfield. Is DB there? He's not quite there. Not going to make the dive there. He says, you know what? We're not going to get quite aggressive yet. We got over half the game left. We got a lot of time to work here.
Yeah, Crazy here. Just trying to get it to that corner. You mentioned it earlier. Flames like their corner, and Big C likes Flames net.
Yeah, I think that's his second open net in the series, not including the dunk he had earlier that technically was an open net. It was a better dunk than it was an open net. But Big C, I mean, the Sharks down 2 in the series, up 2 in this game. They're starting to make that turnaround. Is the steam engine going to start rolling?
Yeah, AJ Binky does seem to be what this team needed. I mean, we look at him, and all of a sudden, you know, Sharks are finally making a big difference on the field. So it really is working for the Big C and AJ Binky and the Sharks, as they are now up 3-0 in this match.
Yeah, man, the Big C, you can just see the spark in his eye now that he's got AJ Binky with him. I mean, this guy's already put up 3 goals. He's got a hat trick already, 4 shots on the game, a save to boot. I mean, he has turned it around and turned up in this game 3.
Yeah, I see all sorts of people in chat saying that AJ Binky reverse sweepy. All right, I don't know how true that rhyme goes, but I mean, hey, we're about to see as AJ Binky has made a massive difference here in this match. You know, scoreboard shows some of it, but just the offensive pressure and rotational movements he gets on this ball, it proves it by itself.
Yeah, you can see it on that. Ooh, what a dodge by Binky there. You can see it on that rotation back to drive before this. He just makes a slight bump, doesn't get the demo, but sometimes the bump does a lot more damage than the demo does, because the demo can put you back into a position to be reset on your side of the field. The bump can just throw you all over the place. Your recoveries might not be good. And the Big C with another open net. Is he going to get it? He is. He's going to bury it home. Crazy can't quite catch up to him. Don't know if it was a boost issue or what, but the Big C is just he's gonna lock up this game. We got a minute 15 left on the clock, up 4 goals for the Sharks. The Flames got a lot of work to do, but they do have that 2-game buffer already.
Yeah, and the Sharks, like you said, they have a lot of work to go. That being said, they're making the work look easy. You know, being 4 minutes in and scoring a goal at least every minute so far. You know, I'm impressed at the Sharks' comeback here, because you think, you know, spirits might be down.
It's a great bump by Binky on that. Sorry to interrupt, but man.
No, you're good.
Oh, what a great save by Crazy. Man, oh man! You've hit the nail on the head here. The Sharks have found that spark. They found the two players that maybe they needed to get in this game early, and they are turning away with this game. 30 seconds left on the clock. It's a lot of work left for the Flames to do. They're probably looking to get one, maybe two here, just to get the momentum swinging back in their favor to go into game 4 and try and take that one. But at this point, with 20 seconds on the clock, the Flames are just looking for anything to get this game back in their favor.
Yeah, I don't want to cast or curse the Sharks here, but I think this game might be called to an end. That being said, the series is far from over, as my guess is going to go to a game 5. Personal opinion. I
would love to see it. The Sharks would definitely love to see it after, coming into the series down 1. The Flames doing everything they can to shut that down and say, we're just trying to get in, get out. We talked a little bit about it in the pregame lobby. I don't think you blame the Flames here at all for taking the NCP. I mean, they're there, they're ready to go, and man, they really are looking like they need it now.
Yeah, and between that game 1 that ended up being the NCP and game 2, I'm very impressed at the Sharks' mentality here, because you're thinking, we're already down 1 from the NCP, and we're already down 1 because our AJ Binky main player, I'm assuming that's the main duo there, AJ Binky's not here. We're already down, and yet, now we have to play at least 3 more matches to win, and instead of letting that bring them down, they're using it, I guess they're using it towards their aggression, because, clearly the Big C here, almost getting a 1,000-point game right under 900, and AJ Binky, it just works out. It just works out, Flumsky.
Yeah, you're talking about how the impact that AJ had on that game, and it might not have shown on the scoreboard, but man, oh man, does he make the dirty plays happen. He's bumping people, he's demoing people, he's getting the ball at midfield, he's just taking care of them, and here we jump into game 4 on Aquadome. Let's see, let's see what the Sharks can do. They're in their home turf. They're in their home territory. And the Flames getting right back to that passing play bread and butter that they love. DV out of the corner, Crazy there with the great positioning. That's what they want to do. That's what they're going to continue to do. And look at them go. 7 seconds in, Bear. 7 seconds.
Yeah. As much as I'd like to talk about that goal, I'd rather like to talk about your comment about the Sharks being in their territory here with the Aquadome. I felt like that was a good one. Wanted anyone who didn't hear Flumsky, he's a funny guy.
I'm pretty sure there's a shark that flies around this map, or swims around this map, I should say. And here we go. AJ's going to send the ball down to midfield. One miss. What's he going to do here? Opts for the fake. Can't quite get it back to midfield, and DV's going to start working this back downfield. One-on-one action. There's a bump in the backfield. Big C sending it the other way. What are we going to get? Shot towards the back post. What a save by DV.
Wow.
Man, oh man. Barry, you see it in the chat. You see it in the chat. Binky coming out with the what a save. He knows he's respecting the game.
Yeah, hey, at that point, I almost want to see an instant replay of that. I didn't think, there was no way he was saving that, but Crazy not quite able to save the shot from AJ Binky. Wow.
He says what a save. He says real, recognize real, and then he puts one back on net and says real, recognize real. Here's my goal. Game tied 1 minute into the game. 1-1. One's everywhere. I am excited because the Sharks are back in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. I see so many messages in the chat about different things with this map and about the Sharks swimming. Flumsky, I'm blaming you for that. Big C here, though, getting a good save, following it up quite nicely. Let's see if he can get the goal, DV, with a good clear. But AJ Binky, we've seen it almost, all minute, 30 seconds of this game. AJ Binky is there for the extra touch.
Yeah, he's really good about letting the Big C, a big bump in front of the net. Is it going to be enough? Binky says, no, you can't play my game with me. He knows how to counter it. He gets back in position and gets the save. Slowing the play down here. gobbled up the mid boost, and he lets the 50 come to him. DV's going to clear this downfield. You were talking about it, Bear. Binky's really good about getting a touch out. He's letting Big C get the initial touch, and he's going to follow it. This ball's going towards the net, and Crazy's able to make a good save.
Yeah, and there's those demos, Flumsky, that you were talking about earlier with AJ Binky. And one thing I wanted to point out, we saw it a second ago, we know Crazy's game is kind of to let the ball come to him. AJ Binky pulling a little bit of that out of his pocket on Crazy, just seeing how it would work. And so far, I mean, Sharks have been on offense here for a good minute now. So I'd say it's working pretty well.
Yeah, and you can tell the respect they're garnishing out of the Flames. Big C, no boost on that play. He's not even able to feather a 12 pad to try and fake him out a little bit here. Crazy's going to get the ball on net. And DV, oh no! I don't know, Bear. Do you think it's in? The ball's going back the other way. What if Crazy? Oh my goodness. They're going back and forth. Let's go back a play here, Bear. Do you think that ball was in the net?
I think it was going in, especially with that second hit AJ Binky had on it, but Crazy was just there to clear it out. And as much as you want to win that foot race, you can't always be the faster car.
Oh, it's a big bump. Is it enough? Oh, it's going to sneak in from post across the net, and it goes. There is that play that AJ Binky is known for. He gets the bump. He sends DV across the net, says, my Fennec's stronger than yours, and the Big C, it was close, but man, did he get that posting in.
Yeah, you know, Flames there, they had a sigh of relief whenever it hit the side of the net, and then their hearts immediately dropped again as they realized they're down one whenever the ball went in anyways.
Oh, the Big C with another great touch here. Let's break this play down. I couldn't quite see. DV opting for boost here, gets under the ball. Crazy was in the net ready to go, but a great touch by the Big C to get it around him and back towards midfield.
Absolutely. Now we're going to have to see a kickoff between DV and AJ Binky, and it's going to go pretty mid, but the Big C followed up and accidentally forced an own goal.
Oh, it's such an unfortunate play for DV here. He's doing everything right. He's going pads over big boost. He's flipping back towards his net. He realizes there's a problem in the midfield with the touch, and unfortunately the ball and him just timed wrong, and the ball unfortunately ends up in his net.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate flip right there. We all have had those moments where the ball catches us in our flip, and then it goes in our net. Never what you want to see, unless you're the Big C, but that's fine. DV here, trying to make up for it, get it across the field. He does so, gets a pinch on the ground, and gets it in. Wow, what a shot.
This is a great play by DV. Great control off his back wall, across the field air dribble, and a great ground pinch to just make sure it gets low, doesn't bounce high, and go in the net. Again, AJ Binky is real recognized, real through and through, says nice shot, and I agree. Great shot by DV there.
Absolutely. AJ Binky coming into this match just with a nice mentality of, if they do something cool, I'm not going to not use quick chat. I mean, hey, it doesn't hurt me to be nice. DV here, though, a chance to put the game in one, and he does.
They say it all the time. Another great play by DV. What they do say all the time is, I mean, as long as you're above a minute in the game, which when that play started to break out of their zone, there is an unreal amount of time left in the game, right? There's 51 seconds still on the clock. They brought it to down one, you know what I mean? And they've scored two in the last 30 seconds. So, you know what I mean? The Flames are by no means going down easy. Right?
No, there's a whole fifth of the game left, Flumsky. I mean, there's been more than 5 goals scored now, as it looks like Big C is the one that put that in.
Yeah, the Big C, great positioning there. Binky just dirty in the corners, man. He loves to get in the corners. He loves to knock people around. He loves to send them where they don't want to be. And the Big C is unreal at recognizing what Binky's doing and able to play off it perfectly.
Yeah, and one thing I wanted to notice here is how high scoring this game has been. Like, I really didn't expect this, especially looking at last game. Flames did not get 3 goals, and I don't quite remember how many Sharks got, but I don't think it was quite 4. I think it was, or 5. I think it was 4.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been a really high-scoring game, and there's still a few seconds left, still enough time for either team to score a goal here as Big C's going to take a shot.
Great save by DV to not let it go. Again, the Flames trying to get something in these last couple seconds to swing the momentum back in their favor, but the Sharks are going to take this game, tie the series up 2-2 after taking a game NCP. I mean, Bear, it seems like Binky was the equation. Or the solution to the equation, excuse me.
Yeah, no, I agree. Binky just absolutely making a massive difference on the field there. 4 assists. Every goal Big C had was assisted by the Mr. AJ Binky.
Yeah, and to add on to that, 100% goal participation because he had knocked one in himself.
Yeah, exactly right.
I mean, and that's 6-3 shots. That's 9 shots total. They scored 5. Only missing 4. The Flames had 3 saves, so they had one ball that was somewhere on the post, on the sidewall. It got registered as a shot and just went missing. But man, oh man, are the Sharks making this a series for us?
Yeah, it looks like we have to stall for y'all. So good luck. You get to look at my beautiful reflection here with the mic that I swear is right in the viewpoint of my mouth. I didn't realize how close it was until I looked over. But yeah, looking back at this match, we're going into a game 5, Flumsky.
Yeah, I mean, the Sharks are making the playoffs what the playoffs are: exciting, interesting, heart racing. I said it in the series before this. If I had any hair, I'd be losing it. I mean, the Sharks have brought this back to Game 5. We're back on Aquadome. I mean, I got to give the buff to the Sharks here, man. I said it last game. They're home turf.
Yeah, they get Aquadome again. So good for them. Here we are. AJ Binky versus DV on kickoff. Big C looking like he's going to follow this up. Crazy deciding to go for the more defensive play. Let's see if it works out for him. Flumsky, I think it worked out for him.
It absolutely worked out for him. It's just a great defensive play here, a great touch. Realized that the Sharks player was diving a little bit too deep. He locks the ball into the net. He gets the ball on net, and what he did there was he drove towards the midfield, and he was trying to box any Sharks player coming from where he couldn't see from getting to that ball. So again, going back a couple games, Crazy is who I think the most patient player in this lobby, and it shows. He's an extremely smart player for making that play.
Yeah, absolutely. We had a short play there from the Flames before AJ Binky gets a hold of the ball. That's the one thing I don't know if I quite mentioned enough. The AJ Binky, he as soon as these Flames are trying to get on offense, he immediately tries to receive it. Not that Flames can't, because they just sent Big C flying, but I mean, AJ Binky's really good about, I think we talked about it earlier, just getting that one touch they need.
Man, you talk about one touch there. Big C almost had the doink of his career there. That would have been unreal. A great demo by him, too. Think he's going to receive this one, just like you were saying. Ball's at midfield. What's Crazy going to do? Sends it to the back wall. Big C's going to come out of net here, and Binky's going to be able to follow him up and get a great save here. But DV coming from second, man. Crazy's in the corner. DV says, we're sending this game away, and I'm diving for this. We got to break out all the stops, and he does it. Locks it in. 2-0 Flames. Here we go.
Yeah, that pass, Flumsky, I can't believe that. That was so unreal, the way he was able to send it mid there. That it was too great. Too great.
Here we go. The Flames in the corner again. That right corner for right corner for them attacking is where they love to be. Crazy making another crazy play here as AJ drives it down the field. He gobbles up the boost and a great chip shot. Holy smokes. Crazy a little bit too patient on the play. And AJ grabs the corner boost here. Is it what he needed? It was. Great cut, great chip, ball in net. 2-1. Flames still up 1 though. Sharks got a little bit more work to do, but half the game left.
Yeah, Sharks. Yeah, more than half of the game left. Sharks worked so hard to get to this game 5. They were almost facing, like, there was a timer started for the full NCP, and they made it back. They were able to make their comeback here, and they have tied up the series. It's really going to be unfortunate if they brought it all the way to a game 5 and not quite able to take game 5. So they've got that on their shoulders. We've come back this far. We've been at our walking on ice basically throughout the entire series. Now we really got to bring our all.
Absolutely. I mean, as the Sharks players, you got to look at it and go, at least we got here. But to me, I don't think they're done in the slightest. I think they're going to be able to make this play here. Binky going for a huge bump, and you can see the Big C here. They're starting to get these aggressive plays going. He's starting to dive his second, man. There's a big demo out of him, too. Binky patient here. They're going to be able to turn it around. It's a 2v1 going the other way. He gets it around one. No one on the back line. Can he get the pass center? Big C doesn't quite dive there. Smart play by him. Ball's back towards their net. No save made, but the ball's going the other way. And there's our patient crazy there, Bear.
Yeah, lots of back and forth, though. I'm impressed at how much back and forth there's been with how much action there normally is. Midfield, Binky here getting a good touch, kind of puts away. Big C here is going to try and hit it off the wall, but not quite able to. But yeah, it went back and forth there for a good minute, which is very different from what we've seen the rest of this entire series.
Oh, Binky going for another big bump there. He couldn't quite connect, though. Sharks getting some pressure going here. They're mounting. They're starting to move. There's a minute and a half left in this game. We said it last game. That is a ton of time to make something happen here. Big C with a great back post rotation to be in the perfect position to receive that shot. He's going to be able to advance it downfield. Can't quite beat DV, and Binky's going to keep it moving. The Sharks got to really start to put some pressure on here. Big C's going to get beat here. Can Binky get around DV? He can to make the 50-50. Great play. Great 50 by DV on his way back. Those Sharks players tripping over each other. And a bump.
Bump by
DV's going to send it the other way.
Oh, that's scary, unfortunate.
It is very scary, man. I laugh when I'm nervous, but man, oh man, he didn't need to touch the ball. And fortunately, he didn't need to touch the ball there, and it bounces over and in. Great play by DV to get that ball sent the other way and into the Sharks' net.
Yeah, I mean, there's 45 seconds left. These Sharks, their heart just dropped. They know they've got to do something big here, almost as big as the Big C. We've got to see something out of these Sharks if they want to have any chance here.
Here we go. We're getting some demo chases going. Let's see what they can do. 30 seconds on the clock. They have to score one, and they have to score one soon. Binky's going to send it to the sidewall. He's going to be able to beat DV here. A great touch. It's going to be cornering in. It's the Big C there to receive it. There's a field backflip, man, but he doesn't quite connect with the net. And it's going the other way. 10 on the clock. It might be too much for the Sharks to do. DV with a great play here to get this ball high, up, and out of the way. The Sharks get it up in the air. Here we go. It's not going to be enough, though. And the Flames are going to send this one to the ground. They're going to take the series 3-2. Man, oh man, was that exciting.
Yeah, that all you can say there is GG. I'm curious what the big difference there was Flumsky between this game and the last game. Like it was crazy, I guess. So I don't know what happened. Maybe Sharks,
it wasn't a lot of there wasn't a lot of saves on the board at the end of that game, but I think what the the Flames were able to do in that game was play that patient game in midfield and their back third before it got towards their net, take their patient 50s, win the challenge, get the ball out to midfield for their teammate, and just lock up simple passes. DV with the big air dribble across the field. I mean, they just took advantage of the opportunities that were presented to them, and they were able to lock it in. So, good job by the Flames. They dropped 2 in a row. They were able to regain going into Game 5, and they sent it home, and they're moving on to the next round of the playoffs. And I believe the Flames are going to be playing the number 1 seed Rhinos in the next week of playoffs.
Yeah, I do believe that's right. But yeah, overall, just great game. Flumsky, any final things you want to say before we send it over to break?
That's it for us in this AL matchup. Coming up next, we got the Bears and Shadow ML series. It's the 3 series for the Shadow, and my prediction, it's gonna have to be the Shadow. So good luck to them in their next series. But that's gonna be it for us for this AL matchup, and we will see you when we get back.